Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Wands Tarot. My name's Carmen. Today we have a reading for Leo, and I've pulled from the Hidden Messages or Untold Messages of the Heart. We've got surprise and pressure. Big, happy changes are coming when you least expect it. And I have so much going on in my life, I'm struggling to juggle it all at once. So I do feel like somebody has a bit of a plan here. They want to at least tell you something that they want or tell you how you make them feel, something like that, right? A little bit romantic, but they also have a lot going on. So it's a little bit of a balancing act right now, and they're a little bit worried that maybe you're upset with them, is kind of the vibe I'm getting. Let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chanting. I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. I think we'll start with, we're going to go with the Golden Lenormand. Happy Monday. I hope that the weekend was kind to you. I had a good time hanging out with you guys. We have the Rider and the Path. Ooh, that's interesting, you guys. We've got somebody who's embarking on a path and maybe doesn't know, like on a journey, and doesn't know which way they want to go. So, Leo, you could be dealing with somebody who has something to say, and based on how you respond to like the first 30 seconds of it, then they'll know whether or not they tell you the whole thing or just kind of like the edited, abridged version. I say that noticing there's, in fact, a bridge right here. Yeah. I think we've got somebody who's making a game day decision. This could be somebody who has the opportunity to visit you, but doesn't know if you want them to visit. So, they're going to be maybe running through town, but they don't know if you'll respond to their message. Hi there, Miss Joanna. How are you doing? We have the storks coming out. This is generally good news. And we did say big happy changes as far as the surprise card. And it looks like there's likely, I think there's good news from a feminine energy to a masculine energy for many of you. I don't know. I feel like this is two people who have feelings for each other. But it does look like it's the masculine who's on the horse. So I don't know. You have to take it how it resonates. But we've got somebody wondering if another person is thinking of them. And I think they are. But it looks like for many of you, there's a situation that calls for this person who wants to visit to leave behind a situation that may have been more materialism focused, because the only diamond or non-heart that we have from the Lenormand, all three of these have hearts at the top. The only non-heart is the path. So somebody has to choose between maybe wealth and love. All right, we're going to go with the Masonic Tarot next. Let's do that for you. Just a reminder that the Masonic Tarot has mallets for pentacles and gold for wands. So we have Four of Swords in the reverse and Page of Swords, King of Gold in the reverse, which is the King of Wands in the reverse. This feels like somebody's upset over something that they saw perhaps on social media or that they've heard word of mouth. This feels like somebody who wants to make things right after hearing someone they care about has been mistreated by another individual. There could have been gossip or outright deception, but I definitely feel like there was an altercation. Ace of Gold in the reverse. So Ace of Wands in the reverse is basically false start or an attempt to prevent a new beginning. This feels like somebody who wants to kind of save the day. The Knight of Swords is somebody who takes action and moves rather quickly towards somebody they feel like they need to assist or tell the truth to. So maybe someone feels like they need to come clean or be honest about something because they realize now that they have strong emotions for somebody and maybe they had a misunderstanding of the situation. There's something that really feels like a Jane Austen novel here in terms of miscommunication or somebody holding back. Hi there, Ariel. How are you doing? We have the Seven of Mallets in the reverse. I swear I just pulled that yesterday. And it's coming off as if somebody has almost like somebody wants to share something, like an unexpected gift or something. Three of Mallets in the reverse because of maybe a show of disrespect or not collaborating with somebody when this person wanted to. It feels like somebody has a renewed respect for somebody that perhaps they haven't spoken to for a while. We're going to use the Egyptian Tarot to find out a little bit more for you, Leo. Queen of Wands energy. I like to see the fire energy for you. Seven of Wands and the Moon. I don't know why, but this is making me feel like somebody feels like you held back in a situation where you knew a lot more than what you maybe said. I feel like you were protecting somebody in a legitimate way. You didn't feel like saying something was the right move. You held on to your position, but there were others who tried to maybe say bad things about you. So you kind of fell on somebody else's sword here for a little bit. But there's also a redemption here. It's like people are now beginning to see that however you moved through this difficult or gossipy situation, it was done like a queen, like a badass, like somebody who is being strategic, but also respectful. Like the Queen of Wands is the warrior queen, right? Go Warriors. And there's also a sense that this is somebody who's like a benevolent queen, somebody who can fight for you and advocate for you, but also like be the life of the party, right? There's a sense that this Queen of Wands energy, could be you, was underestimated by a group of people. And there was a way to maybe throw somebody else under the bus and regain, you know, your own status, but instead you chose to just be quiet on the subject or not, cause more issue. You just wanted to like move forward. But this secret context is coming out, and people are now seeing that you could have been much more angry or defensive than you were. And somebody else now looks like an a-hole. So whoever came after you is now like basically under the bright light. People are asking questions like, where were you on the night of May 3rd? Things like that. 10 of Cups in the reverse, 5 of Pentacles in the reverse. Somebody did something here to specifically disrupt a love opportunity for you. If there were emotions between you and somebody that you had just maybe briefly known, there were words spoken out of turn to get this person to leave you alone or not view you as high value. And now this person wants to come running back in or rushing back in because they found out the true nature of your character. Four of Swords, Six of Cups in the reverse. This person's worried. They feel like they have to show you specifically that they have changed or that they have a good intent for coming through and visiting you. This is somebody who knows that you like your independence or your solitude, and they're afraid that you're just going to see them as the person they used to be and not necessarily have any inclination to believe that they have matured or become, a little bit maybe more spiritual or a little bit more in tune with their intuition. This Queen of Swords has liberated herself, even though it requires some patience. This is like, it's feeling to me like somebody was in a bit of a self-imposed prison, just didn't really want to deal with people after kind of a disappointing social situation. But at the same time, there's something else that happened, some other detail that plays into the story that basically suggests that without knowing it, you did something to confirm your character elsewhere with other people. People know your character. And with the Nine of Cups in the reverse, I think people were trying to claim that you were selfish or self absorbed. That you were defending something that you shouldn't defend, basically. And now they're coming to the realization that it was just somebody who had maybe some jealousy or some need to be better than you. And that's the real reason there were any negative words said about you at all. We have the Three of Pentacles in the reverse, just like we had the Three of Mallets in the reverse, same thing. Five of Pentacles in the reverse, Five of Cups in the reverse. So the number 5 and the number 3, especially since I realized I think I just said May 3rd, 35 or 53 could be something important for you in terms of, knowing if this resonates for you. But we've got a situation here where somebody is realizing that one person was trying to vilify another in order to avoid accountability themselves, and that someone else here, the Queen of Wands energy, was more, I don't know, kind of elegant or mature and just kind of bowed out of the situation, right? And that Queen of Wands energy, even though she could fight, right? Like she could light the whole freaking field on fire, didn't do anything to, like start a battle or anything. With the Chariot in the reverse, I feel like there was just a stalemate kind of situation. So now I think there are a couple of people that are wondering why you didn't light somebody on fire for this situation. It's like, yeah, with Judgment coming out sideways, it's like people think you're benevolent or, not quick to fight, but at the same time, feel like it would have probably been justified if you'd come after this person. Ten of Wands in the reverse. Feel like there's a sense of being overwhelmed. We have pressure that came out. Somebody doesn't know how to approach you. now that they want to come back into your good graces. They don't know what to expect in terms of your decision. Death in the reverse. But they don't want this to be over. They want to know you more than they already do. So this is going to be an interesting situation for probably both of you. A little bit of murkiness in terms of the conversation itself. All right, let's grab for the situations deck, shall we? What do we have for Leo, please? All right, so either we have a situation where somebody feels like they don't need to get any other information, they already like know everything that they need to, or they feel like what they still need to know is something you can't figure out without being face to face. So maybe they want to see how you respond, like body language wise, because they've basically looked up whatever they could, or because they know that they can't get that information on social media. There's definitely a sense here that somebody wants to see you in person. Escapade, vacation, hideaway, and adventure. This person has moved away from a karmic relationship, and for some of you, this person is looking to hide from like karmic energy. Maybe you've got a place that makes it easy for them to do that, but it feels like this person wants to have some time to get to know you better, but they don't know if you're interested in anything romantic. I think this person's a little bit shocked at how much they feel for you and how much they want to like defend you. This feels like somebody who isn't used to pursuing a love interest. This feels like somebody who's used to just, you know, as if they're donuts on a platter. Which one suits me today? But the Queen of Wands doesn't do that. The Queen of Wands sits on her throne and waits for an opportunity to come to her. So again, there was like a bit of a stalemate, right? I think there's a stalemate in the love situation as well, because now somebody is impassioned. They feel like in awe of this Queen of Wands and a bit of, a tug on the heartstrings. But at the same time, we've got somebody here who's like perfectly knowledgeable of your ability to like make someone feel like a total idiot. Maybe they've seen you dress somebody down in public and like tell them they were a piece of shit. I don't know. There's something here about this person knowing that you don't mess around. It's like making me want to laugh right now. So this person's like, they're very attracted to you. And they feel like you could be a good partner. Maybe this is somebody who has a bit of like, I might have to go to the Kipper next because we might see high honor. This might be somebody who's got a bit of a reputation or has like kind of like that leadership status, a little bit of ego maybe. But this person is a little intimidated by you. They don't know what to do with you. You're quite the specimen. Good morning, Christina. How are you doing? All right, let's grab one more and then we'll go to the Kipper. Well, I would consider that upside down. That's interesting. Somebody feels like a spontaneous pop-up visit might not be well received. So this honestly comes across as somebody who is going to surprise you, but not like face to face. Like it'll be maybe one of those things where they're in town And so the surprise is they don't give you more notice than like, I'm in town today, right? Hi, Kelly, how are you doing? And so it'll be like, hey, what's going on? You'll be like, nothing. What's up with you? I'm like, I was just wondering if you were free. Do you want to grab some lunch? Where are you? And then they're like 10 minutes away, and you're like, what? What? So I feel like that's going to be the kind of visit you get more than anything else. Because I think, if I'm honest, I think this person actually thinks there's a chance if you're mad and you didn't want to see them, you could like actually slap them. And I don't condone violence, but when I get nervous, I giggle. So that's a thing. All right, let's get the kipper out and see if we can confirm our high honor suspicion. But I feel like this person who has a bit of a thing for you and wants to defend you is somebody who has a bit of a desire to be protective in general, right? So we have thief and coffin, both in the reverse. So that's interesting. It feels like a driving passion for somebody to do what's right. So this could be somebody who really prides themselves on setting a good example for their children, for example, or being a pillar of the community. We have lovers in the reverse, and they feel a bit of remorse or regret for not having taken your side earlier on. We have house and message of concern in the reverse. Remember, we had big happy changes are coming. So this person could be telling you that they've moved. They might have moved closer to you if they were at a distance. That could be why they're 10 minutes away. They may have designs on inviting you to live with them with the house card. But it said big happy changes. They want to live with you. Yeah, they want their boots to be sitting next to your shoes by the front door. Like they want to be your coffee partner, the one who potentially used your toothbrush. Expectation. Oh, really? Do you know that this person's coming? Do you already have a little bit of intuition telling you, Leo, that this is going to happen? Great song reference, Christina. If you're not looking at the chat, she's referring to Shania Twain. I really should not sing that. Who's bad have your boots been under? Oh my, oh my. Look at this. This is like kind of like stupid cute, right? Oh gosh, I really just can't stop thinking about her. She's just the coolest one I've ever met in my whole life. She's got real pretty hair. Oh, I wonder what he's doing. Do you think he's thinking of me? I don't know. Like, just talk to each other, you idiots. So, if you're the masculine and you're wondering if this Queen of Wands energy thinks of you, yes, she does. Will you just do something about it already? If you're the feminine energy and you think that the masculine energy might be thinking of you, yeah, he probably is. He's like tugging on your energy there, and you're like, ow, stop it. Hi, Jeremy. How's it going? Tell me more about these storks, please. Guys, I knew it. See? This is that dude. Yes, it's entirely possible, Ariel. This could be somebody who knows about the situation through somebody you both know but has not met you. And that's entirely possible. I don't get the impression this is somebody who's like an ex. This is somebody who would not have told you how they felt. They maybe talked about you being, attractive or, I don't know, mouthy, something like that. But this is somebody of high honor who thinks that you are also of high honor. Hmm. Main male in the reverse. They're concerned. They don't know if you're single. Maybe you don't really put that on social media in terms of whether or not you've got somebody keeping you up at night. Hey, Voodoo, how are you doing? Good morning. Let's move to the Gypsy Oracle, actually. No, you guys, we're too short on tarot. We need a little bit more tarot. This is the Jack-o'-lantern tarot. Oh my. Yeah, somebody wants to make you an offer. For some of you, this person could at first try to see if there's any way to work with you, like from a business or professional kind of standpoint. And then they might be like, oh, but also, I think you're so lovely. And if you haven't met and we have this thinking about each other thing, this could be more so that you have intuition that you've gotten through the Shawshank tunnel of crap that you had to crawl through in terms of learning romantic karma lessons, and now you're ready for that divine counterpart. So that could be more so why you have that expectation card. Hi, Mountain Girl. How are you doing? We have 7 of Cups. Oh, we also pulled the Tower, by the way. Interesting. This is kind of weird, you guys, but bear with me. Somebody knows that they don't want another partner like whatever this karmic relationship was. There's a desire for something new, right? And with the Tower being combined with the 7 of Cups, I kind of feel like there were multiple people removed from the list of love interests all at once because somebody acknowledged that they were interested in something more real. So, in other words, we could have had somebody here who previously was a bit more shallow or concerned with what other people had to say about their love interest. So, there may have been kind of like, I'm going to settle for this because it's politically expedient or, professionally expedient. And then there was a sense of regret. There is something here about denying oneself a more true or comfortable kind of love, that love that makes you feel like you can be yourself, in favor for what other people would expect or choose for you. And now there's an understanding that even though there's all of these options, that none of them really offer that sustainable, unconditional love kind of thing. For some of you, like just a few of you, there's a sense here that somebody is really enamored of you because you remind them of somebody else. They might not even be super conscious of it. This could be like recollection from a previous life, that kind of thing. But there's something they cannot explain that really pulls you in, or pulls them in rather, and they can't understand why they feel what they feel for you, but they do. It's painfully obvious to them now, I think, that it's not something they find with another person. This is like soulmate territory, right? Somebody who feels like you understand them or you made them comfortable or would make them comfortable to be themselves. Page of Pentacles in the reverse. But there is maybe an obstacle or an issue here in terms of finding you or being next to you. This person might have to actually like travel quite a ways to get to you, but they do have the ability, they have the resources to address whatever this is. Is that Zeth? That's such a cool name. Welcome from New Zealand. That's awesome. I'm in Tennessee. All right, let's see. We're going to get a little bit of clarification from the Everyday Tarot. Four of Swords in the reverse. Ace of Cups. This feels like somebody who is a bit under a love spell, kind of feeling a bit upset, right? Like a bit of withdrawal, but also a bit of regret. You have the King of Swords in the reverse. There's perhaps something that this person wishes they hadn't said, and they're a little concerned that if they don't tell you about this, that you'll hear about it from somebody else. So that's been delaying their communication. They have been not reaching out because they know that perhaps at the outset of this drama, they were not a supporter of yours or did something that they kind of regret. We have the Page of Swords in the reverse again. Interesting. Ace of Wands. For some of you, this is somebody who wants to gift you something that would help you have a new beginning. So they could have something that would be useful to you in a new career or starting a business. It could be as simple as here's, $10,000, enjoy. It could be here's a really expensive piece of equipment that you might need that I happen to have, There's something they want to do to make your life easier. Two of Swords in the reverse, Six of Cups. They feel like you're a very kind and genuine person, and that you often do things to help others, but you rarely get something back for what you've done. It's like you do good things for other people and don't expect anything in return. For some of you, this isn't a romantic situation. This is just somebody who wants to do right by you because somebody had done wrong by you, like Good Samaritan style. Others of you, this is a romantic situation because we've got Knight of Cups, the World in the reverse. My heart still beats for you. There is something unfinished here for someone. Seven of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, somebody made a bad judgment call. Somebody didn't get all of the information before they spoke on a situation. And now they feel like what they've discovered has made the whole situation seem a little bit incredulous or crazy to them. King of Cups. We got somebody who's all in their feels right now, and they feel like they have lost or they will lose something really dear to them unless this feels like leaving home, somebody moving. It's like one choice is stay home or stay where you are, be stagnant, expect the exact same, putting in work, not really getting much further, or do something a little bit crazy and out there And then with King of Pentacles, you have like a promotion or I mean, the King of Pentacles is a really strong energy. For some, this is the most ideal partner energy, right along with the Queen of Pentacles, because of loyalty, stability, responsibility, reliability, all of that fun stuff, right? Fairness, Six of Pentacles, and also a gift. This feels like somebody wants to gift you. It could be a ring, but for some of you, that's a bit extreme, so they might have to take their time. We have the Hanged Man and the Emperor in the reverse. There's time that was lost, definitely a delay in terms of this person's journey because they had to see things from a different perspective. And once they did see things from a different perspective, they were challenged in terms of speaking up about what they saw. And this feels like somebody who had to be, like, yeah, really strong in their conviction because they had to go up against a lot of other people that felt very strongly a different way, even though they didn't have the evidence to back it up. This is like making me feel like, what was it, Copernicus? You know, you might have all of the science on your side, but that doesn't matter. You still have to go up against the church. We have the Queen of Swords in the reverse, and there was somebody here who was willing to lie through their teeth about the situation who now looks pretty foolish. Two of Pentacles. Somebody is balancing out their finances in order to make a move in love that many people would consider to be reckless. This does feel like somebody wants to just like swoop in and be like, yo, I'm totally enamored of you. Will you marry me? And you're like, what's your last name again? Do I know you? I don't know if I know you. What do I know about you? And they're like, no, it's okay. Cause like, I'm totally in love with you. And you're like, no, but like, I don't know who you are. All right. I hope you enjoyed that. I will probably be back with one more reading before I get to my painting for the day. But a whole clown, not even just a half of one, huh? I love it. All right, you guys, have a good rest of your day. I'll see you on the next reading.